Welcome to another video from Negro News Network. I hope and pray all is well. And just continuing on the videos I've been doing lately. I've been going around and I've been pointing out about the propaganda machine, okay? About white media being weaponized, okay? To push agendas and things like that. And they've been doing it for a very long time. But this video I'm about to show is actually pretty old. I think it's like 3 or 4 years old, maybe 4 or 5 years old. But that's not the point. The point that I'm showing this video is this particular woman we're going to take a look at that has a head wrap, looking modest. This woman is a fashion blogger. And I believe this segment on this news station was supposed to be about fashion. But I want to show you how they go from fashion and then they get into politics. And like they do all the time, they try to get you to side with them and push a narrative. And this time, this particular woman was educated enough and she smokes them. And when I say she smokes them, she smokes them. They did not realize that she understood what was going on and that she was a thinker, right? They always try to use the clueless, right, to come up here and push their agenda. But this woman right here gives the perfect answer. And I want you to notice, they didn't say she lied, because she didn't. She told the God honest truth. But they didn't like it. So let's just take a look at this particular interview. Check it out.
Status rather than just what they're wearing.
Let's talk about nuclear weapons.
Okay.
Our viewers, some of our viewers.
They went from talking about fashion to nuclear weapons, and in particular, nuclear weapons pertaining to Iran, right? So, why would you ask this young lady who only talks about fashion, right? She's a fashion blogger, to come on here and let's talk about Iran. Let's talk about weapons. See, that's why you got to watch these. Why do you think they wear these earpieces in their ear? Because the producer's feeding them, watching it. It's like, okay, let's flip the narrative. Let's get some more. Let's get something else out of her. And they thought that they was going to get something. They thought that this young lady was going to go against. I don't know if she's Iranian or not, but they thought she was going to go against those people in favor of America. Because, see, that's one thing I noticed. That the pride of this place. They think everybody should be proud to be in America. We should be proud to be in America. You're here, ain't you? You should be grateful. But what is there to be grateful for? Just my opinion. Let's go.
May say, we cannot trust Iran. Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts?
I mean, I don't think we can trust this country. I mean, what has this country done to the majority of the countries in the Middle East? I don't think Iran's having nuclear weapons. I'm a pacifist. I don't believe in violence. But also, when we look at the legacy of imperialism and colonization in the Middle East, and we see the legacy of this country and all of the violence that it has not only created, but also created the capacity for. A lot of these weapons in the Middle East are completely brought in by the United States.
A lot of Americans might take offense to that. You're an American. You don't sound like an American when you say.
A lot of Americans might take offense to that. You're an American. You don't sound like an American. She means you don't sound like the typical American robot. See, we gotta understand. America's a goddamn bully. America is a bully. They forced themselves into the Middle East, just like they forced themselves into Africa. Just like they constantly cause trouble and then wants to come play peacekeeper. America's a goddamn bully. And I'm going to say it, and I'm going to continue to say it. They're a goddamn bully. This is not the greatest country in the world. There is no greatest country in the world. The whole world is for shits. There's no one amazing place in this world. The whole damn world is corrupt. Everywhere is corrupted. People are corrupted. Okay? Now this woman, she sits here and try to correct this young girl. Well, you don't sound like an American. Let's see her answer.
You know what I
That's
mean?
because I've read, and I think that it's really important.
Oh, the perfect answer, y'all. This young lady had the perfect answer. That's because I read. Right. That's because she actually read. Okay? It's very simple. She doesn't sit here and allow the propaganda machine, which could be social media, cable TV, Facebook, Instagram, a lot of this fact checker nonsense. She doesn't allow the propaganda machine to pump her full of propaganda. She can read for herself. But a lot of us don't read for ourselves. In anything, this machine is in all facets of life. It's in everything. Not just international, but also local, national level. You gotta be careful. There is a propaganda machine. We gotta disconnect from the propaganda machine. She kills her. She smokes this lady. I read. Because what people don't know is the things that you're told on TV, most of the time, there are cases where they change books, but most of the time, the truth is written in the book. If you just read a book, if you just go research it, the truth is written down. The facts and the statistics are true. They're normally written down. And then they tell you something totally different.
Important that we look beyond sort of these really simple narratives that we're told, whether it's about Muslim women, whether it's about the legacy of this country, and knowing that this country literally was built on the backs of black slaves and after the genocide of indigenous people. And I think there's a lot that we can be proud about, but I think that we shouldn't let that sort of blindside us for the realities of the situation.
Well, you can check.
Oh, that was perfect. Some things you can be proud about, I guess, but we shouldn't allow that to blindside us. Right? You gotta understand. It's a lot of wickedness that go on, and it's a lot of bad things that happen. But then let's give some money to charity, and it's like they sweep it under the rug, and it's not right. And I agree with her. A place is only as great as its worst and most wicked acts. You can't be great when you're doing wickedness. You can't be great when you're gunning down a population of people. You can't be great. Okay, so you're not gunning them down, but let's just talk about some of the other things like redlining, right? The period of the sharecroppers, where a lot of our land was stolen from us and never given back. They went and burned down. I want to say it was in Mississippi. I remember Phil from the African Diaspora channel did a story about it, but I believe it was in Mississippi, where they burned down the whole city hall because it was back in time. But the city hall had all the records for the Negro people's land. They burned down the whole goddamn city hall. And then white people went up to the white city hall the next day and started buying land because they knew that they no longer had records, because they burned down the records for the Negroes city hall. And then guess what the white judge let them do? Buy all this Negro land, because they couldn't prove records when they knew that somebody had set the damn city hall on fire. So these are the type of things that happen. How can you say you great when these things happen? There was no help for it. In Los Angeles, that beachfront property that was stolen from Negro people years ago finally returned last year. Now it's worth $21 million. But that's only one place. Look at all the things that have been torn down out of our communities. Torched. People killed over. The accusations that during slavery, they were killing mostly business owners. Not just any run-of-the-mill Negro people. They were going after business owners to slow our business up and things like that. And then they come and say, oh, this is a great place. No. I refuse to accept that. And you should refuse to accept that. Okay? You should refuse to accept that. And I'm not saying to use this as an excuse to stay at the bottom, because yeah, you could work hard to hit the top, but don't work hard, hit the top, and forget where you came from. Don't work hard, hit the top, and forget that you got brothers and sisters down here. And I know how hard it is. Cause you got some that just don't want to do anything. But look out for the people who's trying to. Because we can gather all the people who's willing to try. We can start building. And as we build, we can start gathering in all the people that don't want to try. And hopefully change their mindsets. And if they don't want to change their mindsets, it's fine. We can put them on our side. Keep them away from us. And continue to build. But we have to do something. It's critical. Our children need to be taught. Right? They need to be taught what's going on. So that we can all move forward. And then we can create a better future for the children. Right? So, at that, we're going to leave this video here. We got to get rid of this propaganda machine. We got to start studying and learning and teaching our children about this nonsense. Another thing they use is music to help tear our communities down. Music, TV. Okay, so going forward, I'm going to continue to do my best to bring out this knowledge, this understanding, and this wisdom. Okay, and do my best to help rebuild. Do my part to help rebuild our community because I love our Negro people. All right, so with that being said, I pray that everybody like, share, and leave a comment, please. Have a good day. Shalom.